right, welcome race fans. We are this week here with the SRCA F2000 series, the Pro Mazda here at Watkins Glen, and they've been out here practicing for nearly an hour now. Some pretty good times. Aldous Puchikalis at the top of the leaderboard right now. So we do have the points here. So let's see if we can run down through the points for you. Tyler Graff winning the first race of the season. So he is the points leader by 50. He's got 51 points. Nate Stewart in second. Victor Valli in third. James McGroarty in fourth. Alex Huffman fifth. Elijah Grassi sixth place, 22 points behind. Spencer Madden in seventh, 23 points back. Nate Dean in eighth, 24 points back. Justin Ford in ninth, 25 points behind. Will Klein in 10th, 27 points behind. Sean Williams in the 11th. Aaron Smith 12th. Spencer Owens 13th. Rolf Just 14th. Mark Bedbanner 15th. Caden Henry Oaks in 16th. Lucas Smith 17th. Aldous not having a good race. Oh man, I got some of them messed up there, I think. Yeah, I forgot to take the 2 out of that one. Whoopsie. But Aldous not having a good finish there. Guess is clear back in 18th place, 39 points behind. Andrew Cardinelli in 19th, and Rory Gamble rounds out the top 20 in points coming into tonight. So it'll be fun to see how these guys how they run here. It is the classic boot here tonight they'll be doing. We're looking at the race analytics, 68-degree track temperature, 65-degree air temperature up there in Watkins Glen, New York. So pretty cool. Pretty hefty wind, too, 16 mile an hour out of the south. They're going to be doing 45 minutes here, and the track 3.36 miles around Watkins Glen. Tire window about 20-25 laps. The same with the fuel window. Now, the guys were kind of arguing the fact of whether they could get 20 or 21 maybe. So it's right around the 20 mark. So that's why I left it 20-25. And pit road speed 45 miles an hour down pit road. So probably going to be looking at least maybe 2 pit stops here for sure. Well, coming up later tonight here on MaxSpeedTV, the Upstate Racing Pro Late Model Series. And tune in tomorrow night for the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series. We'll be right here on MaxSpeedTV. So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. Yeah, this will be a good one. I love these Pro Mazdas. They really hook up well coming out of the corners, and they are fun to drive. I gotta say, they are a lot of fun to drive. I'm really glad Elijah decided to stay with these from last season because they are so much fun. So we got about 5 minutes till we get to qualifying. So, and yeah, there is some sound there. It's just I'm on a bad camera angle here. I got it on a dynamic camera angle, so it's kind of far away. You really don't hear a lot of the car sounds. And these things just sound like an overgrown bumblebee anyhow. But only 45-minute race here tonight. That'll be fun. Be something different. Than my usual hour and a half, 2-hour race. All right, folks, we'll step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave, in the home
right, folks, we're back, and qualifying is underway here. Nobody's turned in a time yet. I think a lot of guys are just now on their out laps. So they got a whole go around one more time here. Now, kind of like a note that if they run off track or touch the grass or anything like that there, it will nullify that lap. So they got to be kind of, really careful not to make that happen and try to turn out the best time that they can here without getting off track. I see John Unsby out there. There he is right there in the kind of yellowish orange car. He's a great racer. We've got Aldous, of course. He's pretty awesome in these cars. Daniel Falkingham, Mark Bredbender. He's a good racer. John Morgan, Lucas Smith, Richard Volley. Of course, Tyler Graff, our points leader, Elijah Gracia, a lot of really great drivers in here. Guys that really know how to drive these cars well. You know, that's the whole thing. Knowing how to drive the car is like 90% of the battle, I think. Well, there, Mel 21 AK, yeah, well, glad you're enjoying it. It's pretty cool. Sim racing, pretty much about as close to you can get to the real thing that you'll see right here. This is pretty awesome. I mean, you're actually have a wheel and pedals and actually driving in the sim, you know, and against competitors, so it's actually pretty cool. No surprise there. Aldous taking the pole so far. John Unsby second. But that was just their first lap. And that usually, they got to give a car a lap to get the tires warmed up a little bit too, so. Most of the time, their second lap is a little bit better than their first lap. Pretty cloudy, dismal sky here today. Like I said, they are running the classic boot, so it's the full course, 3.33 or 3.36 miles. I'll get that out right. 3.36 miles around here. But just keep watching there, Mel. Wait till you see the race, and the racing's pretty awesome too. It's this is just qualifying. This is just open qualifying. So wait till the racing starts. It's pretty awesome. Uh-oh, somebody flipping. Uh-oh. That's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see somebody flipping one of these little buggers end over end. That's usually a trip to the infield care center. We know that. All right, less than a minute and a half left in qualifying of this 10-minute qualifying session, and it looks like Aldous has actually better his time, knocking that down to 1 minute 39.725 seconds. Harley Lewis now in second, John Morgan third, John Unsby fourth, and Tyler Graff fifth. A lot of people not even taking qualifying times, and some out there now trying to turn on a time. Tommy Gossett, Justin Ford, Rory Gamble are waiting to turn in a qualifying time. All right, looks like that's gonna knock out qualifying. They usually have to complete, gives everybody a chance to kind of complete their final lap here. So still got quite a few guys out on the track. So it takes a little bit for it to finish up on qualifying here, and then we'll get to gridding up. All right, here we go. All right, so Aldous Putsikalis taking the pole with a 1 minute 39.725. Congratulations to him. Harley Lewis will start on the outside of the front row in second place. John Morgan in third. John Unsby will start fourth. Tyler Graff, our points leader, fifth. John Poole starts sixth. Richard Volley in seventh. Daniel Falkingham starts eighth. Cretan Carter in ninth. Mark Allen in 10th. Mark Breadbenner in 11th. Andy Kinsey, will start 12th place. Caden Henry in 13th. Justin Ford 14th. Chris Peterson in 15th. Terrell Baker starting 16th. Wes Shear 17th. Louis Morga 18th. Tom Mercier 19th, Victor Volley in 20th, Elijah Gracia 21st, Sean Williams 22nd, Howie Detray in 23rd, Isaiah Dupree will start 24th, Tommy Gossett 25th, Rory Gamble 26th, and rounding out the field, Lucas Smith starting 27th position. All right, we get ready to go green here. Everybody's lined up, ready to rock and roll. And it is a standing start, so they will be getting the green here momentarily. Looking for about lap 20 for the first pit stop. Some guys may be able to go maybe a little further than others. We'll see, but here they go, winding them up. Green is out. We're underway. Let the bumblebees begin. Aldous getting a pretty good jump there. Harley Lewis second place. John Morgan in third. And we got a battle back here. John Unsby and Tyler Graff going at it. Graff looking to the inside. Didn't quite have enough speed there build up, but now he's going to go to the outside. Let's see if he's got enough going into the corner here. This is going to be pretty tricky. And no, Unsby going to hold him off for right now. Unsby comes up on, as they go down the short chute here, into the back boot. That's going to be interesting. Harley trying to get by Aldous already. Tyler Graff kind of gave up on the idea of trying to get around John Morgan as of right now. Oh, we got a crash. Oh my gosh. Somebody flipping really bad here. I think that was Daniel Falkingham. I'm trying to catch up with them. He was one of them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got a bunch of them back here into that. John Morgan. Oh, we got a bunch of them caught up into that one. Oh my. I don't know if we can go back and see if we can get another look at this or not. Man, they were flipping everywhere back there. And boy, Falkingham hard into the wall too. Golly, man, we had a couple of them that really tagged it hard. So, wow. But no caution, and they keep going. Only local cautions here. Aldous trying to get away from Harley Lewis, and it's just not happening at the moment. All this and trying to save your tires and save fuel and everything all at the same time. There's a lot going on for these drivers out there. Richard Volley, Justin Ford, and Victor Volley all caught up into that wreck are sitting on pit road. We got a lot of them on pit road right now. Wow, Tyler Graff, Elijah Gracia, Isaiah Dupree, Lucas Smith. Wow, John Morgan. Yeah, I think Morgan might have been one of them that was, that really, I mean, a lot of them sitting on pit road here. Yee. I mean, a lot of them. Dang, Isaiah Dupree, he does a drive-through. There's no quick fixes here, folks, so if you got damage on your car, you just have to sit there and get it fixed up. So right now, we're left with about 15 drivers on the track. Cretan Carter goes into fourth now. Coming all the way from ninth because of that crash. Hayden Henry in fifth. So these guys all moved up a few positions, but now they're kind of taking it easy out here. John Poole, a long ways to go for before they make their first pit stop. Well, thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the kind words there. Appreciate that. Yeah, I thought the race went pretty well for our first race for them, and that was a pretty amazing race, I gotta say. It was a really amazing race. Or these guys are battling back here. This has turned out to be about a 4-car battle. Caden Henry did get around Crichton Carter, so he goes into the 4th place. Now Creighton back in 5th place. Mercier trying to figure out a way to get around him. See him right on the back bumper there. Oh, well, that's right. These cars don't have bumpers. Okay, on the back end. Oh, close right there. Almost got into the back of them. Whew, that was close. Actually, I think that's the brake light on the back, or I don't know what they call it, the caution light, I guess. I guess that's what they call it. I don't know. I don't know what they call that. Maybe it is, it's like a rubber bumper back there in case somebody does get into the back of you, but I think it is actually the exhaust. No, not the exhaust. I don't know. It's like a little bumper back there, a little rubber bumper that matches up with the nose of the cars behind them, so. I don't know if we can, maybe let's take a look here. Well, that ain't the one I picked. Okay. Yeah, you can see him close right up on the back of him. Really good. And meanwhile, back up front, Aldis still can't shake Harley Lewis. Riding right along right there with him. You'll see, man, he is right there on his tail. Harley keeping Aldis right on his toes, and Unsby has joined in with them two up there as well. So he's knocking on the door of Harley Lewis. Coming up on some lap traffic already. And I believe, no, that's not him. That's Richard Volley. He's just ahead of Aldis now. Some of these guys have come to pit road and got their cars fixed and got back out there. Maybe they do have one reset. I think they do have one reset. Yeah. Now that I remember back from last season. A lot of guys are back out on the track, but some guys are just now coming off. Our points leader, Tyler Graff, still sitting on pit road. Aldis can't make any mistakes. He cannot even lift off that throttle unless he absolutely has to. Because if he does, Harley Lewis is going to be right up that tail. Tom Mercier goes battling here with Caden Henry to go into the 4th position. Coming from 19th. Wow, give it up for Tom Mercier. Caden Henry gets it back, but Tom's right there. And John Poole. So those three in a very, very tight battle right there between them three. Boy, back from him, Mark Allen. Mark's having a good solid run here. 7th place. Mark Redbenner. And Tommy Gossett 9th. Tommy was concerned didn't think he was going to run very well here tonight, and here he is, started 25th. Technically dead last. Oh, he just spun it. No, I had to be right on him when that happened, but he was worried he wasn't going to be able to run well here tonight, but he technically started dead last because 2 of the drivers did not. Oh, man. He can't get that thing back going. because two of the drivers did not even start the race. Wes Shear and Louis Morga did not start the race. So actually, Tommy did start dead last. Aldous keeping the hammer down. Yeah, thank you again, Jacob. That's very kind words there, sir. Thank you. All right, two more guys taking them behind the wall. Isaiah Dupree and Cretan Carter out of the race early. John Williams is back out on the track after getting his car fixed. He is a couple laps down, but he's ahead of Victor Valley and Tyler Graff still sitting on pit road. Not sure why or whether he's going to even get back out there. Don't know. Caden Henry, John Poole get by Tom Mercier. Tom has a moment there coming out of the hairpin. Looks like he's okay. Don't look like he hurt the car any now. You just got to be very careful of those tires. If he got them really hot and slick, it could be, he might have to wait about a lap before he tries to really do some, hard racing, because they might get a little slick out there. Fred Benner, 7th place after starting 11th. Mark Allen, got a lot of them a lap down already because of the times that these leaders are putting down is just amazing. John Morgan is the last one on the lead lap. Now, he started third, but he was involved in that early crash, if you remember. And he's back out here, but he is the next one to go a lap down. He's running about maybe 10 seconds ahead of the leader right now. Yeah, he's just like 10 seconds ahead of the leader. Racing right there with Daniel Falkingham. Falkingham started 8th, but running back in 11th, in danger of going a lap down here shortly. Well, I'm going to tell you, this has been the race up here. These two in the front have just been relentless on each other. Aldous, a great road course racer in just about anything you throw him in. I'll tell you, I've seen him last season, and he did an amazing job. Okay, Mike. All right, that's fine. I totally understand. Well, you can always go back and watch it later. I'm going to be kind of, excuse me, I'm going to be kind of slipping back there about 1.7 seconds. Trying to get back up there with those two. John Poole now getting around Caden Henry, so he goes into the 4th place. Henry back to 5th. And Tom Mercier, he slips way back here. He's almost into the grasp here of Mark Breadbanner. Mark coming from 11th to 7th is about, I think he's eyeballing up 6th place right now from Tom Mercier. Up through the S's here and onto the backstretch. He may have him here with Tom with a little bit of damage on his car or something there. I'm not really sure. I don't think he got into anything, but he just seems like he does not have the speed now that he had before. So he does have a little bit of front wing damage there, I see, probably from running off into the grass, because I don't think he hit anything. He may have tapped the wall, but I did not see that. He does have a little bit of front end wing damage though, which it could affect the speed of it for sure. Mark Allen, 7th place. Howie DeTrey coming from 23rd to 8th. And he's out here, nobody challenging him at the moment, having a good run. All right, let's get back up front here. Oh, Harley Lewis on pit road. Stopping for their first round of pit stops here. Now we're waiting to see when Aldis is going to come in. Some of the guys are coming in for their first round of pit stops. It's about that time that they do come in. They get about 20 laps on a tank of fuel, folks. They're only running 27% fuel here. So it would not surprise me to see Aldis come in on this lap. Especially now that he knows Harley's been on pit road, that kind of throws up a red flag for the drivers. That usually when one guy comes in, the other ones come in within a lap or two. Usually. Oh, and he just got. Oh man, did he ever luck out on that, or what happened? Oh no, that knocked his car all out of whack, folks. Oh, that broke the front steering. Oh, man, I don't know if we can go back and catch us or not. Let's see if we can. Boy, that was a close call right there. It was right in front of him what happened. Let me see if I can get a different camera angle on this. Right in front of him, coming out of the hairpin, a car spun. There was a car right ahead of him. You'll see right here in just a moment. Yeah, he spun, and when he hit him, it must have broke the steering on Aldis's car, because now his car is all funky, man. It's just all out of shape, and you can see he's trying to keep it off of the wall, but he comes to pit road. He's going to get it looked at. He gets a new reset, and he's back out there on the track. So, wow, lucky job there for Aldis. Well, we still got a couple of drivers that have not been to pit road. John Poole takes over the point here. He is the leader. Harley Lewis will be second. He pitted about a lap earlier than Aldis did, so that'll put him back in the lead here once John Poole pits. And a couple other guys that have not been to pit road either have been Mark Breadbanner and Tom Mercier. These guys need to come to pit road, and that'll put Aldis right there within about 3 seconds of Harley Lewis. That cost him a lot of time on the track there, happened to drive that thing around there with the broken steering. So let's see when John Poole's going to come to pit road. All right, looks like he's coming around. He's not coming in yet. Wow. I'm kind of surprised at that. He's still not coming into pit road. Harley Lewis is starting to close the gap on him now with them new tires. Mark Bredbenner, Tom Mercier, these guys back here catching up. And Aldis, he'll be closing in on a 6.3 seconds behind the leader right now. After leading the first 10 laps of the race, that's kind of a little bit of a slap in the face right there for you when you get out there and you're leading all them laps like that, and then the next thing you know, something like that happens, and there was nothing he could have done to prevent it because it happened right in front of him so quick he didn't even have time to even steer out of that. So I do want to keep an eye on John Poole here. I want to see when he's going to come to pit road. Well, Tom Mercier got around Mark Bredbenner. You can see Mark now back and forth. And these guys still have not been to pit road. No, they got some. Well, these guys actually, you know what? These guys were on pit road early, I think. Some of them. Man, I don't know. I can't recall. Aldis trying to make up a bunch of time here. Now 3.4 seconds behind the leader. So they are gaining a lot of ground on John Poole. Harley Lewis in second right now, down to 2.2 seconds behind John Poole. John can probably see him in his rearview mirror, so he knows he's coming. Approximately 15 laps to go. Not sure why it goes from time down to laps. I don't know. We were talking about that a couple of days ago. I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and he wasn't quite sure why I did it either, other than that I have it set to go from 15 or 20 laps and counts down. So I don't know. Well, it's not that big of a deal, but those are approximate. Caden Henry, 6th place for Caden. He's made his pit stop. I don't know if they're going to have to stop again or not. Probably not. I would say most of these guys not. Made it on one pit stop. Mark Allen in 7th. Howie Detray, man, what a job he's done. Got himself from 23rd up to 8th. Has made his pit stop already, so he's good to go. John Morgan in 9th. Richard Volley in 10th. Rory Gamble started 26th, running in 11th at the moment here, just coming off of pit road. Daniel Falkingham just stopping now and making a pit stop. So he'll have fresh tires. Elijah Gracia, one lap down, but man, dropping the hammer now, trying to pick up maybe another position here. He's going to get by Daniel Falkingham. Daniel sitting on pit road. So that'll be a good battle between those two. He'll go into 12th place. And that's going to hurt because Elijah was 6th in points coming into today. And that's going to hurt. Lucas Smith, 13th. Falkingham still sitting on pit road in 14th. Justin Ford's going to get by Daniel. Sean Williams, 16th place after being involved in that wreck early. Looking good. All right, well, it's time. Harley Lewis has caught up to John Poole, and he is putting the pressure on him right now. Now would be the perfect time for John to say, okay, I got to make a pit stop. But he is not, man. He is staying out. I know he surely can't make the whole race on the same tank of fuel, so I don't know. Tom Mercier is also staying out, but Aldis goes into third now. He got around Tom Mercier. But he's running 9.3 seconds back, so he must have had another moment. So he's a long ways behind Harley Lewis now. And Harley Lewis making the pass on John Poole, retaking the lead, or taking the lead for the first time today for him. So I've not seen John Poole come to pit road. Driving around here on them old tires. The bad thing about when you do change tires here that you really got to kind of tiptoe around here for a lap to get a little bit of heat build up in these tires, especially in these cool temperatures. It's only 67-degree track temperature, or it was at race time. I don't know if it's changed any or not, but let's take a look here. That's up to 70, so it is a little warmer. Not a whole lot, but it's a little warmer. Aldis starting to close in, but a long ways back yet. 8.2 seconds behind Harley Lewis. He'll have enough time to get around John Poole probably, but getting around Harley Lewis could be a difficult task. It's still got 12 laps to go. Mercier, phenomenal job for him. 19th to fourth place. That's pretty amazing. Caden Henry from 13th to 4th, or 5th, excuse me. Mark Allen from 10th to 6th. Decent run right there for Mark Allen. I'd take that all day long. John Morgan, now John, I think, was caught up into that wreck at the beginning of the race, but he hurried up and got to pit road, got his car fixed, and got right back out there, and now he's actually quite a ways back. I mean, he's in the danger of going a lap down here probably before the end of this, but still not bad after starting third and getting involved in that wreck. Man, whose car is that? Wow, what the heck is going on there? What? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What? I just seen somebody on pit road there. Their car's all... I ain't never seen a car like that all jacked up. What the... Okay. That's got to be some kind of a glitch. They must have so much damage on them that the car is not sitting right. Andy Kinsey, Chris Peterson, and Daniel Falkingham. That's Daniel Falkingham's car. Wow, are you kidding me? Man. Yeah, look at that. Now that's some kind of a glitch right there, folks. These cars do not sit like that. That's a new one on me. Yep, that's a new one on me. I've never seen a car set like that. Even Falkingham's car is all jacked up too. And who's the other one there? Chris Peterson. Now his is okay, but he's still sitting on pit road. Dang, I'm telling you. All right, well, let's get back out here. We got to get the rest of this race covered. Harley Lewis, John Poole, and a closing Aldis Putekilis. .6 seconds in closing. And John Poole really not letting Harley Lewis get out there too awful far. He's running about 3 seconds behind Harley. Harley's finally got the lead, collecting some bonus points for leading the lap. That's always good. Cloudy, overcast skies here today has really kind of give this track a lot more grip. Sun peeks through every now and then, so probably does give it a little bit of heat, but lots of grip on the track to be had. Justin Ford back out on the track. Now that's a funky looking car right there. Yeah. That's multicolored. Uh-huh. Sean Williams just got around him, but Sean is a whole nother lap down. Justin's only 1 lap down. Sean's 2 laps down. The only other one out there right now is 16th place Victor Volley. Started 20th, running at 16th, but he is 4 laps down. He was involved in that wreck as well. Okay, where's Elijah Gracia? He has picked up another position. He's up to 11th. But quite a ways to go. He's 16.7 seconds behind Richard Volley. Richard, the next one that he's got to try to get to pass, whether there's enough laps left or time left in this race for him to get there, we'll have to wait and see. Running right here behind Mark Bredbender. Those two, both a lap down. Howard Detrey, he's running a lap down. So those three battling for position right now. Howie Detrey, first one a lap down. But the last one on the lead lap, John Morgan now, 7th place. He's actually been pulling away a little bit from our leader, which the leader was trying to catch him to put him a lap down. So he's actually been pulling away just a little bit. Well, now he just lost a little time, so it's hard to say. Harley, man, just like on rails out here. I don't know if Aldous is catching him. Yeah, he is. He's down to 3.6 seconds. Or no, I'm sorry. Oh, he just passed up John Poole. John's just now coming to pit road. So that does put Aldous in 2nd place, but he is 10 seconds behind Harley Lewis right now. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Huey Lewis. I'm sure he'd probably like that, I don't know, as long as he was getting his paycheck. John Poole coming off the pit road will maintain in 3rd place. But like I said, when they come off the pit road with them new tires, you got to kind of take it easy around here for the first lap to get a little heat build up in them tires. He's coming up on some lap traffic here, but like I said, he's taking it easy right now. He's not trying to force the issue too much till he gets some heat build up. A good run for John Poole. Amazing job. Well, John Morgan just went a lap down. Our leader got by. So that leaves Mark Allen on pit road right here, and that's going to be Harley Lewis coming by, is going to put Mark Allen a lap down. So that leaves 5 cars on the lead lap, folks. Everybody's been to pit road. I don't know if anybody else is going to have to come in or not, but 7 laps to go. Time's running out for these guys. Aldous not gaining much time at all, if any. Maybe a couple of, maybe a tenth a lap, or maybe 2/10 a lap or something, and really they're kind of pretty much dead even right now, as we've seen at the beginning of the race where he was trying to get away from Harley Lewis and couldn't. Harley was just keeping the pressure on him, so them guys pretty much both about equal speed out there right now. Harley lost a little ground there. He's really putting the hammer down, I can tell you that. He's not letting any flies light on that thing. They're really spread out around the field now, so I don't really see no close battles at all around here, other than maybe some lap cars. Rory Gamble still sitting on pit road. Sean Williams will come by here and oh no, he won't pick up a position off of Rory yet. He'll have to go around one more time before he'll get that position from Rory. But it's all Harley Lewis's race to lose right now. And Aldous now, he led the first 10 laps of the race, but he finds himself 10 seconds back after that collision there, and it ruined the steering on his car, and he had to limp at the pit road. And that cost him a lot of track time, and that put him back in second now. And Harley had just pitted the lap before, and he come off a pit road, and man, it was hammered down. Aldous picks up a little more time. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get there. John Poole, 3rd place. Caden Henry, 4th. Caden's had a pretty exceptional day today. Tom Mercier, definitely an exceptional day for him. Missed all that carnage there at the beginning of the race. Started 19th, got by all of that, and comes home in 5th here. That's pretty good. Mark Allen in 6th. John Morgan 7th. Richard Volley in 8th. Mark Redbender not far behind him. Both of them guys a lap down and battling for position. Howie DeTrey in the top 10 here, and he's got company. Elijah Grassi is starting to breathe down his neck here a little bit, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Elijah pass him before the end of this race. Elijah's really been picking up some pretty valuable time on the track, so and it's what he needs to do if he's going to try to maintain 6th in points. He's got to do some really good driving here today. Oh, Andy Kinsey back out on the track. And Chris Peterson. Looks like Chris, his car's just not right, though. Not having a reset. Oh, and somebody else trying to make it. That is... Oh, that's not Falkingham. Who was that? Who was that? Somebody was limping around right there. Oh, Rory Gamble. Oh, no. Oh, and he is taking it behind the wall, folks. Man, tough break for him. Okay, so between first and second, we have 6.6 seconds. I know that don't sound like a lot, folks, but it is a lot out there on the track here, especially this 3.36 mile track. That's a long ways. That's like almost a full front straightaway ahead of Aldous. I don't know if Aldous has got time to get there. Let's ride along with Aldous here and see if we can maybe we can catch a glimpse of Harley Lewis up ahead of him. We might be able to see him here on this backstretch. Yeah, he's way up ahead of him though. That's 6 seconds. That is 6 seconds, and I mean Aldous has got it floored. It just don't go any faster than that right there. He's picking up a couple of tenths here and there, but he's got to be extra careful with them tires. There you can see him up ahead of him. That's 4.8 seconds, so he is closing on Harley Lewis. He can see him now, and that kind of gives you a little bit of a kind of a shot in the arm there to get going, you know. Down to 4.6. See if he closes up the next timing loop here, if it closes up any time at all. Well, lost a little bit there, 4.7. That little bit of a slide in the corner. That cost him a full tenth right there, just from sliding in the corner. Isn't that something? There, he got it, picked it back up there on that corner. All right, 3 to go. If he can do it. He's got 3 laps to do it. I don't know. Sun popping back out right now in places around this track. Could make a difference on how this car reacts in that moment. John Poole, 3rd place for him. Caden Henry 4th, and Tom Mercier last one on the lead lap. And he's about maybe about 28 seconds ahead of Harley Lewis right now. So, but I think he's okay with only 3 laps to go. He'll be all right. Harley Lewis, man, dropping the hammer here in the late runnings. Maybe we can catch a glimpse back there to Aldous in one of these straightaways. He knows Aldous is coming. There you go. You can catch a glimpse of him coming around the corner there. Just quick glimpses of him. There he is. That's 4.4 seconds, and it just doesn't look like Aldous is closing the gap right now. Harley actually going to take over the most laps led here right now on this lap. Oh, he had to come to pit road. No way. Harley Lewis on pit road? Are these guys going to have to stop again? Aldous ain't gonna. I don't think he's going to stop. He's going to retake the lead, though. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What a turn of events. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if Harley didn't get enough fuel in this car the last time or what there, but he's still going to come off of pit road second. He pitted just a lap before Aldous did. Just 1 lap before him. So, oh man, that kind of makes me wonder if Aldous has got enough fuel to make it around here. He's got to go around 2 more times yet. Unless they throw the checkered here. I don't know. They might get the 1 to go. It goes by time, really, but this thing kind of messes up every now and then. We'll just have to go by what iRacing tells us what it's going to be. So Aldous taking a chance. He's going to have to make it around a whole nother lap after he completes this lap. Hopefully he can do it. And Harley now is 22 seconds behind Aldous. Probably Aldous could come to pit road and top off with fuel and get back out there, but he is not going to do it. He's going to take the white flag right here, folks. One lap to go. Or so it's saying. So it's saying. It says final lap, but you know how iRacing can mess up these a little bit. Sometimes they'll mess up these finishes according to our tickers. Now the drivers know, you know, but our tickers, it's a guessing game. Well, thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Short race here for the SRCA group here, and man, it's been a pretty phenomenal race. Yeah, this is the final lap right here. So Aldous is going to come around. This will be his final time that he'll have to make it up through the classic boot. Up the hill he goes. He's got the sharp hairpin to go around yet. Got lap traffic ahead of him. He's going to get around some of them slower guys. And it looks like he may have even backed it down a little bit here too, because he doesn't need to be on it so much. And he might be getting close on fuel here too. Might have been taking it easy right there, not to use too awful much fuel. So, but coming out of the last turn and across the finish line first is going to be Aldous grabbing the win here today. Congratulations to Aldous Putikalis. All right, well, we'll get these guys up here just a minute, folks, and talk to them. So hold on for a minute. Aldous Putikalis bringing home the win here today. Congratulations to you, Aldous. Tell us about the race.
Thank you. It was quite interesting, because Harley did a proper, and John as well, actually, they were both hanging in there until they crashed both of them, I don't know. And they crashed a bit earlier than I had an incident, so I had enough fuel after my fast repair, so that's why I was actually lucky.
Well, we caught that incident where somebody would wreck right in front of you on the hairpin, and you come around the corner. There was no place for you to go, and it looked like it knocked the steering right out of the car, and you had to limp it to pit road, and that's what cost you a lot of time on the track.
Yeah, the left front was completely damaged, so I barely managed actually to get to pit stops without towing.
Yeah, and boy, thank God for we had one reset out there, right? One reset.
Did, yeah.
Yeah, thank God for that, man. That was great. But, well, the race, actually was a pretty good race out there. At the beginning of the race there, I'm going to tell you what, Harley was keeping the pressure on you pretty good, Aldous.
I think he was deliberately saving fuel, actually.
he was keeping the hammer right down. He was making you earn that lead. So
Exactly.
yeah, well, great job out there. Congratulations to you, Aldous. Chalk one up for you on the leaderboard, and much needed too. I mean, you were way back at 18th in points coming into tonight. Obviously, you didn't have a good week last week.
Yeah, that was almost a bit low race. So yeah, road races, that's what counts.
Yep. All right. Well, congratulations to you. Anybody you want to thank?
Team Kinetic, that's about it. Elijah for bringing this league again back. So yeah, amazing.
All right. Very good. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, and congrats again.
Thank you.
All right. We caught up with second place Harley Lewis. Harley, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, hey, you had to pit there with just a couple to go. Tell me about that. What happened that changed up your fuel strategy?
Well, problem with not doing a proper run for fuel before the race is that you run out of fuel. I don't know. I think Elijah said what we needed on the start line and in gallons, and I thought 3.6 would be enough in liters because I live up in Canada land.
Yep.
And it wasn't. It became apparent, I don't know, pretty close after my pit. So I either had the choice to go full out and open up a gap big enough to pit and then maybe fight with Oldus again, but I decided to try to just lift, and I came up like 2-3 laps short for the fuel, so just threw away the win. But that's racing, you know. You got to do your homework. Well, you got to know what you need.
Yep, you were right down that close and almost grabbed the win here today, Harley. That was pretty amazing. It would have been a pretty good one. Now, Aldous was closing the gap on you, but I don't know if there was enough time or laps left for him to get to you if you would have had enough fuel to make it. But great job out there today, Harley. Tell me about the beginning of the race there where you were right on Aldous's tail. You weren't letting him get away.
Well, the draft's so strong in this car, and we race each other quite a bit, so I didn't really want to go back and forth and let everyone catch up. So I figured I'd just let him lead, and I'd just stick behind him until the end. And then once he came up on some lap traffic there, I saw a chance to pit, kind of undercut him. Apparently it worked, but
yeah,
sorry about that. But yeah, the whole time I had a 10-second gap on him. We were pretty much even for lap time, so I don't think he was catching on me until I started trying to save for fuel. Yep. But in the end, I needed fuel, and he took the much-deserved win.
All right, well, still a great run for you, Harley. That was really cool. Now I don't see you in the points here. Is this your first race with them?
Yeah, I didn't know about this league until after the first race, so the inaugural win would have been nice, but again, you got to do your homework, and you got to finish first.
That always kind of shakes it up a little bit if you can come out and spank everybody on the first run out, you know, but good effort, man. Great effort. That's really cool. All right, so who you got to thank for this second place finish, Harley?
Carbon Racing, as always, mostly European. I'm the only North American on the team, but a lot of setup, sharing, some good drivers, and not too competitive either. So cheers to them.
All right. Very good. Well, we hope to see you back next week.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Third place, John Poole. You got a copy, John?
I do, Rudy. What's up?
Well, man, what a run for you. Tell me about some of the incidents that you had to run through to get. I mean, you weren't involved in that wrecking at the beginning, weren't you?
No, I was not. There was probably 3 or 4 incidents within the first couple laps there. There were cars flipping, spinning, you name it, they were doing it in front of me. It was incredible that I was able to get through that unscathed.
Yeah, it really was. Well, you managed to pull out a podium finish here, man. That's got to feel really good right now.
Oh, it does, absolutely. I know that probably from practice times, I was probably about a 6th, 7th place car, but I held to my strategy, slow and patient wins the race, or, does you good in the end, and it did me well in the end. Got a P3 out of it.
Well, that's what it takes, patience. These cars they're a handful out there, but yet they're a lot of fun to drive, and if you push them too hard, sometimes, you pay the price. So patience, and just let the car come to you, the track to come to you, and pass the people, when you can, not trying to force the issue too much. just be patient and keep the car clean. So, but you did all of that and more, John. So congratulations to you for a podium finish. Who you got to thank for that?
I'm just going to thank the admins, Elijah, for putting it on tonight. That was great. It was a ball of fun. Again, I got to thank Victor for telling me about this and getting me to run this. It was a blast.
Yeah. Oh, I think you'll enjoy it the more you run with these guys. Now, next week, I don't know if he told you they alternate back and forth. Next week, they go to the Indy cars, and then the week after that, they go back to the Pro Mazda, and they go back and forth. Did he tell you that?
Yes, he did mention that. He did mention that.
It's still fun, though. I mean, they had a great race last week in the Indy cars, and they're not much longer, just a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we'll see you next week then, John, and congrats again on your third place.
All righty, Rudy. You take care now.
All right, brother. All right, so congratulations again to Aldous. Let's run down through the final results here, folks, and we'll get out of here. All right, Aldous coming home with the win. Harley second, John Poole third. Caden Henry finishes fourth. Tom Mercier fifth. Mark Allen, sixth place. John Morgan will finish seventh. Richard Volley in eighth. Mark Bredbender, ninth. And Elijah Gracia did make it into the top 10. That's pretty cool. Howie DeTrey in 11th. Lucas Smith, 12th. Justin Ford, 13th. Sean Williams, 14th. Victor Volley in 15th. Chris Peterson, 16th. Rory Gamble, 17th. Andy Kinsey will finish 18th. Daniel Falkingham 19th, and John Unsby with a disappointing 20th place finish after getting caught up into that wreck. Tommy Gossett 21st, Cretan Carter 22nd, Terrell Baker 23rd, Isaiah Dupree in 24th. Tyler Graff, which was our points leader coming into today, is going to have a very disappointing finish back in 25th. Wes Shear did not start the race, and neither did Louis Morga. So again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Aldous Putikalis. Until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.